at times some of these laborers we spend close to 100,000 naira, minimum, not even close, minimum of 100,000 naira per laborer in a month.
Per
Mm.
laborer, per one laborer
Yeah,
in
per
a
one
month.
in a month. So the one that I said left yesterday now, some of them took 500, 600,000 naira in a year. Then we also feed them, we accommodate them, house them, we take care of their welfare. So with that, we are already, and for their feeding and even their year take home, it's already sitting on 100,000 naira. So their welfare when they are sick, we are the one accommodating them. So all those things, that's it's taking like, in fact, if you look at the budget, it's taking like half of the budget.
Meet Abdulaziz Adam Abayomi, a farmer who has built a multi-million naira crop farm. Through seasons of production, the farm expanded into a large-scale operation.
My name is Abdulaziz Adam Abayomi. I'm the founder and managing director of Adabas Foods. So we are located at Apara along Oshogbo Ilesha Express Road.
This video focuses more on his growth and challenges. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, I am Odinaka Chikeluchi, a passionate agrotourist who shares stories of farmers. Please give this video a like and subscribe to this channel so that you can get notified when a video is uploaded. What are what did you know?
I will produce different crops, vegetable crops like cucumber, tomato, and pepper. And at times we are planning moving into cabbage. So we also have potatoes and maize. It's not on this plot, we have another plot.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you start?
Okay, let me say I started immediately after my service year. I started in 2019 and I started with leafy vegetables, basically growing amaranthus, that's efo tete, even efo shoko, ewedu, and ugu. So I started basically on that, that's on a plot of land. Then I moved, I was still doing those ones. Then I also included cucumber, watermelon, and tomato. So then from there I was just managing those things together. Then we were able to get some funds and we moved to bigger size of land where we farmed cucumber. But no, that experience was not fine. The experience was not fine because we went, the ones I was doing on that lower scale were successful. And based on the fact that I studied agric in the university, so, and I'll also be practicing in the university, doing one or two, so I already have like a kind of experience from the university. But and that was what gave me the courage to actually start immediately after my service here. So, but when we got opportunity for a fund, so I said, okay, let's go about. We did over 2 acres of land. So the resources then were not coming together, actually labor forces, we couldn't get labor to actually work with us, and it was an impromptu fund. I was like, this is an opportunity, let me, pick it up. And so it was not really, it was very sketchy and it was a failure, but at least for an expert, every failure, every mistake is a lesson. So, and that's part of our experience. A lot of things work together to actually make that failure happen. A lot of things, not just
Things like,
okay. So things like the nature of the soil on that particular farm. When we go to the farm, it's all this kind of farm that used to be very waterlogged during high rainfall period. So when we got the land, it was around July, August in 2020 then. So we got the land and asked people around about this, what they say, water is always plenty, like human power, things like that. So they said, I said, okay, water is always plenty. I looked at the slope of the land and I said, this thing will be able to control the water based on my own knowledge of irrigation and drainage. So unfortunately, when we brought in tractors to work and we couldn't also get laborers to work for us. So our plan was that the tractor was going to leave spaces for us where we can dig gutters within the farm to actually help drive a flow of water out of the farm. But the tractor people did not yield to that. So he said, So at least at the end of the they told us that what they normally do there is that they would make ridges. So they advised us that we should do ridges. So when we did the ridges, it looked fine, but unfortunately it was not fine because the week we planted in September, and then 2020 was the year when the rain was fluctuating a lot. So we planted first week of September when the rain resumed. By the second week of September, we got to the farm. It was flood. So we started battling with that. Although we were able to control the water for about 80% of the farm. There were some places that were pond, but 80% of the farm we were able to control the flood. But that spanned for about 2 weeks. So from the day the flood happened till they were able to control the flood, and that affected most of the activities on that particular farm. Unfortunately too, the rain did not stay for long. It stayed for about 1 month and a half, not up to 2 months. So the rain we were expecting came, and we had flood, and then also had drought. So that also killed those things. Then the fact that we could not get access to laborers in that particular location, it was very tough for us to get laborers. So it shook us as well, because myself and my team that were working together then had to be doing the work all together.
And you said that was about how many acres of land?
To be sincere, we had about 5 acres of cucumber.
So yourself and about how many workers were taking care of the whole thing?
5 of us.
5?
Yes. So, and we planned 3 workers per acre. So minimum of 2 per acre. That would suffice. Even before we planted, we had done staking, we had erected bamboo sticks to even make the work easier. But unfortunately we could not, although at the time we do get casual laborers to assist us in spraying and doing some other things, but it was a failure at long run.
Are you still cultivating there?
No, we've left that location. We've left that because
the place
is very far.
Okay.
In that community, you hardly see people who are ready to work for you. You either import workers to come and do the work for you there,
which is expensive, right?
And even at that time, it's not accessible. Because it's already in July, August. So most workers, you want to get workers, you get them January, February, permanent workers to be with you from the beginning of January to December. Some of our workers that are working for us, they just left yesterday, and they've been with us since February. So they just left yesterday. So, and these ones are just casual workers, they're daily workers. These ones are on the farm and they're daily workers. We had access to them then too, but it was very expensive. The cost of transporting them, they don't want to stay for the number of days that we will stay there. They always want to come and go. So it was very expensive then. So those were contributing factors to that failure then. So we had total failures. We had 5 acres of cucumber and 10-15 acres of maize. So the maize was what recouped our fund a little. But the cucumber was, in fact, even when we got to harvest to the cucumbers, that was when NSAS also started.
Oh, okay.
So we could not mobilize the goods out.
As of today, you have a tomato farm and cucumber farm. Which about how many plots of land or acres of land are these crops sitting on?
Okay, let's say 2.5 acres of land.
2.5 acres.
Yeah.
Okay. What does it feel like handling 2.5 acres with just a few workers? How does it feel?
It's exhausting. And it includes a lot of planning. So we have a work plan, daily plan, also have a working calendar. So all these activities that you see they are doing now, they've been scheduled. Like on this day, we are going to apply this thing. So it makes it easier for us. I'll wake up and look at the phone, what's in for today.
Okay.
So even since yesterday, we are planning it, and we already have most of our resources on ground. The fertilizers, fungicides, insecticide, they are on ground. Just to look at the calendar. Okay, what's there? Then we'll pick it. Then we'll come and speak. So it's easier that way than we just farming and so that will make it easier. So I already know the number of workers that would do the job for me in a day. So if I would need more workers, I'll just go there, carry the casual workers, then do it for me.
Running a tomato farm, a cucumber farm, and you still have nursery where you plant pepper, right? What aspect of everything is more difficult or more challenging for you as a farmer?
So if it is a lot of work input, it is staking and also pruning. So staking is you supporting the crop, the kind of varieties we plant, we need to stake them. So staking is the most challenging. Then pruning as well, you want to prune dead leaves, you want to prune old leaves, you want to prune diseased leaves, you want to prune infested leaves out of the plant. So that's also challenging. Another one is manual application. So we are doing spot application. The spot application is on the spot where we want to plant. We think, apply manure. So that one also takes some little time, but not really challenging. Just the challenge there is just bringing more workers to get the job done. But if you cannot get workers, then the staking is the kind you cannot get workers. Manure you can still get workers. Yeah, do. But staking you cannot get untrained workers. You have to first train them on how to get it done, how to be careful with the crops, especially when the crops are now fruiting, especially when they're now flowering. So you want to get all those things. Then for staking you also need staking. You need bamboo stakes or stakes like wood or trees. Then you also need binding wire. You also need staking ropes. So all those kind of things make the work tedious.
Talking about finances, which aspect of the whole thing, the whole cultivation, takes more money, consumes more money?
It's labor and fertilizers. Labor and fertilizers. So laborers, the way for us at times, some of these laborers we spend close to 100,000 naira, minimum, not even close, minimum of 100,000 naira per laborer in a month.
Per laborer, per one laborer.
Yeah, in a month. So the one that I said left yesterday now, some of them took 500, 600,000 naira in a year. Then we also feed them, we accommodate them, house them, we take care of their welfare. So with that, we are already, and for their feeding and even their year take home, it's already sitting on 100,000 naira. So their welfare, when they are sick, we are the one accommodating them. So all those things, it's taking like, in fact, if you look at the budget, it's taking like half of the budget. Taking like half of the budget. Like if you say, okay, we spent 1 million naira, they will be taking 500,000 naira minimum, like the laborers. So even these ones now that are working with us, they are working on 7,000 naira, 7,500 naira daily pay.
I think at this moment I should apply and start working with you.
If your body carries it now.
At this moment I should apply and start working.
If your body carries it now.
So, but after the whole expenses.
Okay.
After the whole expenses and then everything you put into the work, that's the cultivation, about how much do you generate within a year after the whole expenses and all that?
See, that statement is relative. So it's relative to your output at the end of the day. At times you might have some challenges and you will not have great output, and at times you would have very great output. So, but on average, there are some years that you make good profit, and there are some years that you'll be struggling to make the amount you have inputted, based on market, based on diseases on the farm, thereabouts. So, and based on some of the challenges we face on the farm as well. So there are some years that you won't struggle to make the amount you have inputted into the farm.
But good profit is not actually a figure. Give us like a figure, like from this to this, within this range.
Okay, at times if you let's say you invest 5 million naira in a year, so you might make profit from within 7 million to 10 million, even to 15 million, depending on the period your goods come out. So, for example, you plant tomato now, and you're fortunate that you plant your tomato to come out within the peak period, maybe May, June, July, August. So they're going to have a very good sales, and then that will translate to good income.
With the profits you make from the farm, can you say it is worth the stress being
Definitely, it's really worth it. It's really worth it, and that's always the joy. You imputed a particular amount of money, and you are seeing like times 2 of it. So although most times, for me, I always say that those profits are just numbers. They're just numbers. As a businessman, you want to scale, you want to take care of other things that you need for the farm, but at least it's worth it. So you still have some to actually put down for yourself.
In the next video, we will show you how he grows tomatoes and why he's been so successful.
This one's newly transplanted tomatoes. So I think they're over 2 weeks now that we just transplanted them. So and they are doing fine. This one's actually doing better than this because we had the time to take care of them. Unlike this ones, a lot of those activities affected those ones, but this one we are putting in more input and time to this.
Don't forget to subscribe.